Alright. It's time to fix the exhaust today. So what we have going on today is... let's just plop everything out onto the table here. I used all my zip ties.
Zip tie technician, man.
That's why I bought more. Alright, so...
how many more of those
Right
fucking
here.
donuts are you gonna buy?
Bruh. Okay, so we have some donuts to get rid of rattle. I only bought one donut, thank you very much. I bought two of these things. Now, the main idea of this is to actually delete the... not really delete, but get rid of all the rubber. Because all the rubber is going... it's completely turning to shit. And it's causing a shit ton of exhaust rattle. So we're going to get rid of that by using those. Then the metal sheet that is actually holding up the car is completely missing. So I have that sitting in the trunk. So what we're going to do is, do you want to explain this part?
So basically the whole idea is try and take some of these little 1-inch screws, mount it to that bracket, and pretty much drill it through the floorboard, trying to hold that exhaust up with that shield. And we have to find a way to seal it all up with some type of sealant, whether it be RTV sealant or you can do JB Weld. Fuck it. So hopefully that'll fix the issue. Maybe. If we do it right.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we actually do it right. Which we will. So for right now, we're just letting the car cool down first. Because we didn't think about it, and we took my car to do all the errands. Instead of taking the car that's not being worked on. Thanks to this guy.
Don't look at me, dude.
So pretty much, we're going to catch back up in a little bit.
Once it cools down,
down.
Get back with it and
Try to hammer it on and see what the fuck happens.
fuck it.
Alright, so now I'm going to go under, clean up what we're about to do, because there's some extra... there's some bullshit tape hanging on down here. So I'm going to do my best to try to get all this shit off. Don't ever use muffler tape. Just do it right the first time.
Yeah.
Alright, that should be good. Alright, so now we gotta go into the trunk, grab what we need from there.
Yeah, good luck getting anything out of your trunk right now.
Holy hell, dude.
What?
Didn't we do this down there?
I don't think so. I thought we did it up there.
Oh, wait, yeah.
That's the gas tank right there.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know we did it like right by the gas tank so it stopped rattling against it.
And that should be fine. We actually might need, a jack.
What, to jack up the front?
No, not to jack up the front, but to make it easier on ourselves, we can put the jack in the middle of here, not where we're bolting it. Well, not bolting it, but self-tapping it. So we can push this up.
The exhaust?
Yeah.
Then we'll have to drop it down on the jacks and go from there and just put it up that way.
Because that's going to make it 1,000 times easier if we do it that. Oh boy, this is about to be fun.
Yeah, I'll say getting in there right now is a bitch and a half.
I like how the trunk opens first.
That's the first.
Right. But see what happened here is where I took my car when I got my cat back done before I deleted the cat. And this makes not a whole lot of sense to me. Down there, and we'll show you what they welded because we actually cut it off. They put a rod from the glass pack, which is completely blown out. They took a rod, welded it to the glass pack, and then they welded it right to here. Now, why would you weld anything to a thin piece of metal like this? I have no idea. So what it did was it caused it to break, and then I had nothing but a lot of pressure being pushed down on this. And if you can tell, it fell and started scraping against the ground.
You lost it halfway down the street.
I lost it halfway down the street. So now we're going to try to do our best to try to see if we can get it to stay up, to hold the exhaust up so it doesn't hit the ground or have any worries about it sagging too much and then eventually causing an exhaust leak, because that's not what we want to do.
I'll have to grab some washers from the inside of the house to go through those holes. So those bolts are too small. But I got washers that'll fit it.
Yeah, so we'll pick it back up with you guys shortly once we get everything kind of like situated and whatnot. And we'll see you guys shortly.
So right now he's trying to open up this little cock ring that he bought.
Because, hear me out on this. Because the fact that there's nothing going to be really supporting much, if we can just get the cock ring, wow, alright, to sit in the middle of all that.
I know you left the knife under the car.
I did, and that's why I'm doing it the hard way. All of those scissors right there. Right in the center of that, or maybe...
And that's where the exhaust is going to sit right in the center.
Right. I'm wondering if we can try to stack something on it so it's a little bit more.
I don't really know what else you can put on that.
We'll figure that part out.
So what's the plan now?
The plan is we're gonna go get a drill, tap that shit square into it.
So just to recap on what you guys might have missed. We jacked up the exhaust with a little spare jack that he had. So now it's all sitting flush so we can actually try and get that bracket on there. Before, I don't know if you guys saw it, it was hanging down real far. We couldn't even get that bracket on there if we wanted to. So jacked it up a little bit. Now it's going to be halfway flush so we can try and put that bracket on there. I'll have to go downstairs, grab some washers so those will fit through.
Or we can just go right next to it.
Yeah, I'll have to drill it.
Yeah, we'll just do that because pretty much everything still lines up with these holes, so we can't even put them through that hole. So we're going to have to hold it.
True.
And go straight up.
Alright, so I'll have to go downstairs, grab my drill bits, grab the drill, and
then sadly, because it is a two-person job and there's only two of us, we're going to catch you up once we get about halfway through it, and then we'll show you the rest of it, and then the rest of it is just pretty much a single-man job, so we'll be able to film that.
We'll do a recap on everything that we've done that you guys missed, and we'll catch back up with you later and figure out how it all went.
Alright, so we have all of our pilot holes drilled for that. So now the next step here is we're just finding the right size socket. And then we will be going underneath the car, knocking it out. And then we're also putting bolts, the factory bolts, back up as well. At least most of them. So on top of having all that new support in the here, we're going to have the old ones as well. So it should make it a lot easier and better. Am I right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump on that, and we'll catch back up to you once we get it up.
Start up after we put some shit on there, see if it rattles.
The best bet is to actually test drive.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but underneath we put a bunch of screws, bolts, and held up that shield. Went actually fairly well.
I'd say it went pretty well. I mean, we actually have bolts up there. It's sitting nice and flat. I found another donut from another section of underneath the car that I stacked under it, so it's not even touching. I have the donut sitting in the middle of that thing, which is in a groove. So
it seems pretty solid.
It should be pretty sturdy. And the worst comes to worst, if there is rattle, we know it's going to be coming from the back, because I do have some bad not mounts, what are they? Hangers.
Hangers, yeah. The rubber hangers.
Which means all I have to do is jack up one side, go under there with this bad boy to help support it standing. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it seems to be like it's working fairly well. Only time will tell, honestly.
We'll see how it goes. We'll
I mean,
take it for a couple drives and see if it,
yeah.
Alright, so on the test drive, when we backed out of the driveway, there was no rattle. Everything sounded good. I haven't heard a rattle yet. It always rattle when you back out of a driveway.
Yeah, and another thing as well is every time I would hit a bump, what would happen is the car would like clunk because there was nothing less. I mean, I'm hitting bumps and everything. So, I mean, I'm trying to make it as bumpy as possible here. Oh, here we go. There's zero clunking going on. Quarter throttle. I mean, these roads are usually pretty bumpy and the car would be clunking all through here, but I mean, there's really no clunking or anything like that, so I think we're pretty well. I mean,
solid project.
I think it was successful, and we didn't even touch the hangers in the back either.
Right, I think those hangers should be okay. We can fuck with them if we need to, but I think we got it just about done. It's not rattling at all, doesn't make a single sound. I think we're golden.
I mean, the best thing to do is right here at the stop sign is I'm going to take off just with clutch. No gas, just clutch. And we'll see if it rattles, so... Oh, traffic doesn't stop here. Let's just kind of wait here then. What are you looking at, fuck?
No rattle.
There's no rattle.
Didn't give it gas at all, it was off the clutch.
That was a fireball if I ever heard one.
Shooting out fireballs now.
So, I mean...
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Successful project?
I'd say it was very successful. I mean, no rattle. Didn't even have to mess with the hangers.